with gin joints and...
Too busy living.
I watched sea beams.
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
Hello, my friends. As usual, there will be no plot spoilers for the first couple of minutes in this. I'll let you know when there are. And whatever you do, if you're going to watch The Island, do not watch the trailer on this. It gives away major plot spoilers. I'm glad I didn't, even though I was able to figure things out pretty well at the beginning of this movie anyway. It's fairly transparent if you're paying attention. This is Logan's run on sleeping pills. So that's not giving anything away. I'm gonna say some basic things here in the first couple of minutes about this. This is a boring movie that turns into a car chase type of movie. It's a Michael Bay extravaganza, pyrotechnic film, you know. So there's nothing really new. There's nothing new in this, and it's set in 2090, or I think it's 2190 or whatever it is, 2090, I believe it is. But you don't really like the characters. You really don't. You don't get close to them like you do the replicants in Blade Runner, and the characters in Logan's Run and other ones, Gattaca and Minority Report, and other movies that were done so much better than this. This movie is slow in the first 30 minutes. The characters are wooden. Part of the reason they're wooden is because I can't even tell you that. I'll give something away. But so you can't really get close to the characters. But then the characters later in the movie show a lot more savvy and character than they do in the first part of the movie. Character traits, personality that they shouldn't have for reasons I can't get into. So that just doesn't work. The story on this is just wretched. There's not really drama to speak of except a little bit in the middle. The writing is not good. The pacing is slow and then it's too fast. And then the characters are, as I say, I'm going through my 8 list. My 8 qualifications for something being a really good movie. There are no interesting characters in this movie except for a side character played by Steve Buscemi. And he is funny. You wish he had more screen time in this, but he doesn't. The acting is okay, though. I've never really liked Scarlett Johansson's acting. She just always comes across as a little bit kind of dull to me. And she does here in this movie as well. She's got a couple of good facial expressions. That's about it. But you don't really care for her. I don't care for her that much. The directing on this by Bay is overdone. And, he's got good angles occasionally and stuff like that. But he just can't help himself getting into extravaganza type stuff. Lots of crashes, chases, etc. And the musical score on this is also overdone. So all of that said, I do not recommend this movie. I'm going to give it probably 3 popcorns out of 10 popcorns. So that's it for the no plot spoilers. So if you want to hang on, I'm going to jump in just a little bit into this movie with plot spoilers. And I'm going to do that now. The only reason I'm going to only do this a little bit is on movies that I don't consider to be very good. I don't think they're worth my time or your time. This movie just has holes in it. There's no way a pharmaceutical company like this could break the law like this and create clones that are used for actual people. I would imagine laws are being broken pretty seriously. My main problem with this is these people that are in this laboratory have the education of a 15-year-old. And they've only been alive, from what I could tell, for just months or a few years. So they haven't been able to gather very many experiences, which would make them kind of dull, preteen kids almost. Can't even act like adults. And yet, fast forward to when they break out of the lab, and suddenly they're acting with savvy.
McGregor. I just want to live. I don't care how.
Scarlett Johansson.
You know, You can't throw in a little line like, "Oh, did you use your tongue on the kiss?" Like trying to show that they have never been out in the world. Okay, that's clever, I guess, but the thing is, they actually are way too savvy when they get out. They figure things out way too quickly. So it's like Deus Ex Machina, bringing the God into the machine to solve a plot problem, which is what Steve Buscemi does also. You just can't have everybody in the movie be preteen intellects. So Steve Buscemi, of course, fills us in, and he was the worker, of course, down in the boiler room at the lab. So, and that's one reason why he's interesting, is he can actually have character.
You're copies of people. So one of them gets sick and they need a new part, they take it from you.
So that was pretty good, but it's just not enough. And what else? I mean, it's just the whole character problem with one of the reasons you love the first Blade Runner is because the replicants are actually infused with a personality. You really care for them, in the dying scene. And the other ones also, you've got the interrogation scene, you've got her with the snake, and then her with Deckard there after she's taken a shower, and that look she gives him. So you get a bunch of character fulfillment in Blade Runner. But this doesn't have it. I mean, they're just boring. And Sean Bean is... he's okay as a corporate scoundrel, I guess. But Ewan McGregor, I thought was sort of at first kind of bland and then a little bit over the top. And then, of course, Scarlett Johansson. Just for me, I've just never been able to get into her acting. It just seems like she's not really there. Like nobody's home. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. She's not like Charlize Theron or whatever it is, who personality just comes out of her pores with Charlize. So that's a problem also. But you just don't really care, really about the characters. And yeah, you sort of do. It's like you got the bad people. You want to beat the bad people and all that, and them going back and saving everybody. Okay, yeah, whatever. Like, I'm sure some preteen intellects are going to be able to do all of that, The two acting performances that I thought were good were, of course, Steve Buscemi and Jamon Honsu as Albert Laurent. I thought he was particularly evil, and I thought he did a really good job with that. So, yeah, it's just got too many problems. The whole island thing you can figure out pretty much from the beginning on this. But the main thing is there's no character development in character, and the story, it seems like the first part of this was fabricated so that Michael Bay could have an excuse for giving us his sort of sci-fi thriller chase scenes, and all of that. That's what it seemed like to me. I'm just sitting there rolling my eyes while I'm watching this. So yeah, I'm giving this 3 popcorns out of 10. I do not recommend it. If you've seen it and you disagree with me or you agree with me, please let me know in the comments below. All right, y'all take care of yourselves. I'll see you at the cinema. Bye now.